started this forum because in the US, construction engineering programs don't have a common group, so to say, and neither was there around the world. So we said, well, why don't we just get together and form a global group? So that's really how we came together. I organized the first two forums at Purdue. So that was in 2010 and 2011. And since then it has just gone all around the world. We have a membership of over 60 universities around the world, about 70 plus members as an active members. So this is a group of academics, senior academics and administrators that have that repository of knowledge of what is happening in their part of the world. What is the industry requiring in terms of being competitive and having resources, trained engineers, trained individuals, and how can we share that knowledge so that when I go back to Purdue, I can bring this knowledge back to my faculty and say, well, this is what is happening around the world. I also lead the Key Performance Indicators subcommittee, and what we are trying to do is trying to benchmark, trying to identify what are the key performance indicators that would sort of benchmark all these programs around the world. And so the data that I would use to sort of measure my program, I want to compare that to other programs around the world. See what are they doing different. My problems are unique in the US as compared to problems around the world. It is a collaboration between industry and academia that I believe once we get together we can answer and respond to our mutual problems. The bottom line is, how can we make sure that that we raise all the levels across the world in terms of what can you expect from a construction engineer, what is the body of knowledge that construction engineering management student should have, and what are the needs of the industry and how those are being addressed.
Yes and no. Yes, because there are lots of new tools, new materials, and no, because we have to be very careful, not conservative, but careful. Our projects, our buildings, they have to last for 50, 100, even more years. So if we say, well, there's a new idea, new technology, new material, new device, new element, we have to make sure that those elements last for 30, 40, 50 years. I think that's also a reason why the industry in their basis is pretty conservative, pretty traditional, to make sure that it lasts. You cannot throw it away, a building like a mobile phone. Let me just reflect on the situation in the German market, because it's very similar to a lot of areas in the world. The construction market is a small and medium company, small and medium enterprise market. And every change which we want to be accepted in the market must address this special situation of small and medium companies. How can they get the change? That's not sometimes companies which even don't have an engineer. How can we address and how can we prepare modern tools, modern data management, so that even a very good craftsman can continue his work and still work with a modernized technology.
The unique feature we have in Hong Kong is a high density city. We have 7.3 million people living in a small area of 1,100 square kilometers. So that has a lot of impact on the way we build. For example, the construction site can be very congested, very small, so you will not have a lot of space for storage of materials, etc. And also the traffic, when you have all the different materials coming to site, that may create a a lot of impact as well. The industry is still developing, and I think we have, I would say, booming industry, okay, with a lot of construction works, not only from the public projects, but also a lot of private investment. So there is a situation that we have a serious shortage of professional people as well as skilled laborers, because so many projects are happening at the same time. Now, one way to address this problem is to use what we call now MIC, modular and integrated construction. That is a new way of construction. So instead of having all the materials and have so-called cast in situ construction on site, we try to prefabricate some of the components in factories and then transport them, assemble them on site. By doing so, it can address some of the problems like a labor shortage, but also trying to address the other problem like quality issues. We can reduce wastage, tremendously by introducing this new method.